down here just for easy reference so that you guys can ask any follow-up questions that you might have. So let's just go in alphabetical order. We've got Bagotville, Montreal, and St. John's talking. So let's start off with Kristen in Bagotville, please.
Hi, I'm starting right now.
Yeah, please.
Yes, perfect. Hi, everyone. My name is Kristen Harvey-Paquette. I'm the Family, Child, and Youth Coordinator with the MFRC of Bagotville. You will recognize my accent from the Sunny Lac Saint-Jean, so you can ask for me to repeat if there's something in English. I'll try to do my best. I'm very proud to talk to you today about all the services we put in place. I made a little PowerPoint last week just to show you a kind of resume. Here you can see it's a schedule that we use. Well, we started since we closed MFRC's door. So let's start with, if you can see, it's well, for the Atelier Préscolaire, you know, the preschool. So we kept the routine we had in place. So every Monday, well, we use a Facebook and we use GoToMeeting. So on the Facebook group, we have families that are adult there. So they have every Monday we keep the routine like it's a video of the yoga pose of the week, and then there's the task of the week too. That it could be sweep the floor for that week, or put some water to the plants, or continuing to keep the routine at home. And then we kept, well, I won't go through all what the routine is, but just to let you know that, and then there's the Tuesday and the Thursday, we have the story time that it's on GoToMeeting. So this is open to all the community. It's working very well. And then we keep some time too for, how could I say that, like personalized place. Like if you can see, for example, the preschool from 9 to 11 on the Wednesday, and then the parent can just chat with the educators and ask, oh, hi, my kid would like to show you how good he is to the yoga pose. So then we can connect and we make some meeting with the families like that. And then after we have the Planck Jeunesse Teen Town, which is for the 9 to 17 years old teenagers. So we have 5 times a week that we are with GoToMeeting. So we make a lot of activities online. This is working very well too. We have between maybe 5 until 22 teenagers per connection, if I could say. So we can, and there are a lot of games online, like Scriblio, that is free. We can play all together. There are Le Loup-Garou, Werewolf, which is very popular. And then we make some tournaments from like rocket, paper, scissors, like guess the draw, and well, a lot of activities like that. So yeah, this is very popular. And then for the kids from the elementary school, we add 2 days a week that they can have an activity on the Wednesday and the Friday morning, where we have like sometimes it can be a bingo. So the kids just connect on the link and then they create their own card. And well, it's okay?
Yep, can hear you.
Yeah,
fine.
okay, perfect. Sorry, I heard something on the phone, so okay. Yeah, so like for example, like I said, we do some. It can be bingo because this is very popular. They build their own card and they play together, and then yeah, they really love it. So we really keep connected with our families that were using the services, and then we have even some more families that were not around MFRC, but now they connect even if, and we have teenagers, for example, that they moved in another town. but then with GoToMeeting, they can find their friends back, so that's very good for them. So yes, this is for the calendar. Maybe you can change the page, Jonathan. Okay, yes. Well, this is the another example, but this is for this week. So, but you see the frame is pretty the same. All right. Yes. So those. Yes, we have. So we made some. Well, this is a kind of images that we share to the families so they can easily see what is coming during the week. So there's a night with the mime, I don't know how to say that, with the white gloves, and yeah. So and we build email list from the garde scolaire, for example, the after school care, and then we can just share those images in the emails, and the parents just click on the link to connect their kids. Parents really love it because it's a respite time for them too. Because when the kids are in front of the screen with our educators and playing, then parents can have a little time for them. Yes. So you can change the page, please. Okay, yes. So same thing. This is images that goes with the calendar. So yeah, we made some quiz. Some at night we make a relax time, like you can make your own mask with bananas and stuff at home. So it was very funny. We have our social and family counselor that has in his own garage. He can work with the iron and all that stuff, so kids can connect with him, and he shows how to make tools and all that stuff. So that's very great because we couldn't do this if we wouldn't use the virtual services. So yeah, so we can take the other image. Thanks. So this is a workshop that we made. So it's for the kids that are in the 6th grade. It's to help them with the transition to the secondary school. Before that all the COVID situation happened, we already planned to make this, but with the closing of the schools, and kids didn't have the time to prepare themselves at all. So we made this. So it's our social and family counselor. He's making group of 4 kids. And he built a Prezi, which is a kind of PowerPoint, but more interactive. And by using GoToMeeting, he can go through the workshop. And for example, the tools are very, like for example, we give tools of practice how to open a canvas, because kids often doesn't know how to organize your COSI. Sorry, I don't know what is in English. You know that, like for example, you can use white for mathematics, yellow for French or English to organize, and a lot of tools like that. So it's very appreciated. It makes a lower stress level for kids. Yeah. So we can change the page. Okay. Yes. Well, this was just the publicity for the story time. We make this every Tuesday and every Thursday, like I said, and this is very popular, and it's a really easy way to keep connection with the parents. Yeah, you can change the file too. Yeah, well, we made some challenges too for the whole community. So for the families can inscribe themselves, and like they can send a picture, like it was for the building with Lego. But there are some other challenges, like we have some pictures rally. Yes, I only have that picture, but yeah, we have a lot of. It's very appreciated too to make some challenges. That's like the little competition activities, so it works well. So we can change the picture. In the deployment place, well, this is only for April 21st, but every week there's a café rencontre for the family that's leaving the deployment. So they connect via GoToMeeting again with the social worker. So this one was during the afternoon, and then we add new ones during night. So it was the parents asked to be during the night, like kids are sleeping, so around 8. So we made new without coffee or decaffeine coffee, of course, but. Yeah, so that's good too to continue to offer the support. And there's the virtual one like this, but the social workers are still continuing by the phone calls to support families. And after there's let's prepare the homecoming. So this is again via GoToMeeting because the military that were away are coming back, but we're all in quarantine and the lifestyle is very different. So we thought that it would be great to open the conversation and to that everyone get prepared to what will be the reality when they will be back home. Yeah, so you can, yes, and we still, yes, and then there are some, again, via GoToMeeting, there will still be workshops by posting preparation workshops. Well, yes, it's to prepare the families that will be coming at MFR at Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean. We thought it could be great because we don't know, for example, which company will be open for the moves, what are the places, you know, so we can build a little. How could I say that, like resources that are going to be open for them, and then too to be prepared to the new, like for example, the inscription at school, how will it work, and for all those informations. And for the BSO, so yes, so they prepare, they made a video that put it on our website, and then the teenagers can come and chat with the social worker too. And yes, I don't know, there's another one slide. Oh yes, so this is for the, I don't never know that name in English, the Employment Integration Officer. So she offers some meetings, some workshops for the ergonomics. This was, for example, how to deal with staying efficient and professional, but with the télétravail, with the work at home. And then she's preparing now a new workshop for the, it will be called Find Your X, Trouve ton X, to prepare for the going back on at work. So it's to support the families and the spouses and to find some jobs with the situation of the COVID that could be harder. And there are the social workers that are still working, like I said, from home, but when we start to go back in the MFRC, but we still keep the virtual programs too running. So they can be joined by email, and they're making innovations by virtual services. Yes, it's a little portrait that what we're doing in MFRC in Bagotville. I hope it was clear. Sorry for my English, and I work from home, so my English is, I don't practice it a lot during the last weeks.
No, that's fantastic, Christine. Thank you very much. That was excellent. Lots of great ideas there. Montreal, now, Maude, would you like to talk a little bit about what you guys are doing in Montreal? It's *7 to unmute.
What?
Maude, are you there now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So we can hear you now.
Okay, I don't know if Constance sent you like an email with a PowerPoint or something. I don't know, but I'll go if even.
While you're talking, I'll look for it just in case it got sent in the last few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, hi. So my name is Maude. I'm the community integration for the Montreal MFRC. So basically, what we're doing since we've been closed March 16th. Basically, since Montreal is a very, very large region and all our families are spread, we chose to put most of our services on Zoom or Facebook Live, and they can reach us even if we're working from home. They can reach us from with our emails. So with our childhood sector, we did have a preschool for kids, both in our two service points, so one in Saint-Hubert and one in Saint-Jean. So the teacher contacts each parent to do a virtual activity workshops and talk with them to see how is it going at home since we've been inside and stuck inside and cannot see everybody. But before we launch any kind of workshops online, we did contact the parents to offer the activity to see if there were any interest. And luckily for us, they were very happy about this new process. So we have a workshop period once a week because before the COVID situation, we have 2 days a week workshops at both our service points. So we had to merge the groups together. We also provide a 5 challenges programming for parents from 0 to 5 years old. Each week, we submit 5 challenges, and the way that we are promoting these challenges are on our Facebook page. Very accessible. We do both promotion in French and in English. So both community, which is French or English, can do the challenges. So the activities might need materials such as Q-tips, pipe cleaners and stuff like very easy stuff to get. And then families engage the children in the physical activity or the craft or the challenges. And parents post a picture of their child doing the activity or trying the challenge on our Facebook page. Based on the number of posts that we have right now, we feel and we completely love the fact that parents seem to appreciate this initiative. And since we're closed, we're reaching out more families. We did have a good attendance from our parents, but now with reaching out on internet, we are really having more and we see that the numbers that are higher than what we expected. So that's for our childhood sector. In the youth department, we are offering virtual activities. We have 7 to 9 virtual activities, so from 7 to 9 p.m. French and English each week. We have our activity leaders who are having chats with the kids. They have crafts. We have cooking classes. We have really trying to reach every interest of every kid. As we progress, we are now able to provide a list of material ahead, a week prior to the activity, so they can get everything they need. We do have Facebook Live conversation chats with the participants, so they can reach out to the team leaders. They can have a fun conversation with their friends. And as for the youth sector, they have their own Facebook group. So the kids have to join the page prior to get to those conversations. For the Military Children Month, we did launch a poem contest, and the winner received a gift card, and her winning poem will be published on our newsletter because we still have a newsletter. Instead of having it monthly, we are sending it through email 3 times a week or 3 times a month, depending on the situation. Like I said, we also have interactive cooking classes on Facebook Live, and we do have the chat that goes with it, and we do have quizzes. With the 12 and 17-year-olds, we are doing interactive chat about the reality that they're facing because they're teenagers and they can't go out, they can't go hang out with their friends. So their activity leaders are trying to get to them and talk to them and see how they're going, and if they need a little more help with, well, they go and talk to the social worker so they can help them. So we had to develop programs adapted for the situation, and we had to be more specific and more clear about what we wanted to do with them. We do have special care educators. We are offering virtual workshops on anxiety, how to manage the they're developing how to manage the anxiety facing the situation of COVID. Each interested families are sent a link that where they can follow the workshop at their own pace. It's a 6-hour class, and all the cost is covered by MFRC. For us, it's important that you're stuck at home. Like you don't have to pay because you're stuck at home. So we're paying for most of the workshops. And right now we have workshops on our Facebook pages. I think one right now it's about the situation regarding anxiety and why and how you can handle it and what you can do to prevent anxiety. This is working great for us. We used to offer conferences in our facilities, but we had a lack of attendance. So we see right now that since everybody's home, the attendance are going up because it's virtually, and they can press pause and do what they have to do and come back later and finish the workshop. So like I said, we have 2 special needs educators who are recording informative capsules each week, one in French, one in English, so everybody can watch it and take notes. Each capsule gets over 250 views in French, and in English, it's between 75 and 125 views. Since we started posting them last week, we received 5 new requests for service from our families. So we see that there's a need of figuring out stuff and helping families with their routine. For the social workers here in Montreal, we have military that has been solicited for working in the facilities, which is resting home for the elder people. So we have small deployments, but our social worker in the deployment sector are really working hard. They are trying to get in touch with the families who are having their military family deployed. We did put our deployment form on our portal, portal of services, and actually we have a good response. For the second language, we have French and English classes that used to take place before we got closed. But we offer the chance to the students to continue their classes. We organize virtual classes with the teachers. For those who could attend the classes regarding the circumstances, we send them exercises and reading suggestions weekly by email. We have a good response on that. People really want to follow up with that after the COVID. And we are making sure that our Rosetta Stone licenses are being used actively, and we are redistributing and promoting Rosetta Stone for the inactive licenses that we still have. Estelle, our employment and education coordinator, is creating virtual discussion sessions for those who wish to maintain the language skills and that they acquired so far. Estelle also hosts live chat for the employment sector. She's doing the promotion of job, even though everything is closed down right now. She hosted a virtual job fair, and she's still giving tips for virtual job interviews, and everything is on her Facebook page. All our Facebook pages are accessible to everybody. So if you have any questions, if you want more information, don't be shy. You can snoop and you can grab the information you want.
So Maud, I'm going to stop you there just so that we can have J. Michael as well. And if you send me the PowerPoint, what I can do is make sure that everyone on this call as well receives a copy of that.
I will tell Constance to send it to you.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And J. Michael, you wanted to talk a little bit about St. John's. I've got a few pictures here that you just sent to me. By the way, it's *7 to unmute your phone.
Hello?
Hi there. Can hear you now?
Okay, good. Can you guys hear me now? Fine?
Yep.
I was going to... Oh, here you go. Can we flick around my video to the opposite side? I'm looking at a sleeping bag right now. Can you guys see me as well?
Yeah, we can see you now.
There you go. So these pictures, sorry about this too as well. I haven't seen my partner Jens. I'm the communications coordinator here at St. John's MFRC, and I pretty much do the graphics and the communication side of things for putting things out there. However, he's my coworker Jens. He's the program, one of the program coordinators. So I had my little 2-minute speech, and he was gonna have his 2-minute speech. So I'm gonna try to fill in for him as well. So these pictures here, since we came home, we started out, we sat down, we were like, how can we help everybody? So we divided the week up into essentially 3 parts, because we noticed on Facebook our best days were from Monday to Thursday. We do put out something on Friday, but statistically, when we're looking at our insights, we've been noticing that our best uptick for people tuning in was on those days. So we said, what can we cram into these days and get people excited about still being able to connect with us? So as you can see, our play group here, Mondays at 1:30, we're doing Zoom. So our children's coordinator, she's still holding play groups. Also, we're doing what you've seen earlier as well, story time. So her name is Krista, and at 10 a.m. she's doing stories, and we did that's something that the children look out for almost every week, and we're posting those as pre-recorded videos so parents can always pause and stop and everything else as well. So what we did first as well was change everything over, because we were really operating on a Gmail or third-party emails we were going through D1. So we switched everything over, kicked everything off at the beginning of the month last year, and that's when we really started noticing our Facebook interaction in a big way change. So we were looking at our stats, trying to figure out what's going to be good, what's going to be bad, or what can we axe if it's not turning out to be good for us. So we're trying to stay on top of everything we can amongst what we've been going through. And again, going back to our statistics, I've been showing them what has been going good on our CAF Connection website, and also our Facebook and our email distribution list. So that's what we narrowed it down to, was those 3 things. We did have others, but that's what we're really focusing on right now, keeping all those really updated. For sewing from home, we have an online Zoom with our adult programming. Craft and coffee, again, adult programming throughout the week. Online Wednesdays was for the parents, but actually it became a little bit more the last week or two, where we actually put it to a 19-plus thing where we're doing it a little bit later rather than earlier in the day, because it was partnered with the moms for our children's program. And what we did last year, we also did themes. Last month we did themes. So last month we did the Month of the Military Child, and we stuck around everything for our games and whatnot for those things. And now leading into this month as our, I don't know if we have that one there or not, I put in a self-care challenge because that's something we just kicked off yesterday, I believe. We did a challenge, or we're doing a challenge, and we're also doing a showcasing our PSI, our flow, and our program workers and our VFP for mental health month. And we're going to highlight somebody every week. So I'm trying to get as much done as I can. Sorry for this conversation here as well. I guess I wasn't really prepared. He was going to explain a bit more. Jens is his name. I was going to switch to my side of things here now because I know we only have 5 minutes. So there's one more slide there. Well, I guess we had Alan's there as well, and after our bingo. These are all programs that we have throughout the week. So on the communication side of things, again, I don't know if you have a slide there, COVID creation communication or creative communication. I sent that one maybe earlier. Can you hear me, Jonathan?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't see it in the list here, but I can. Yeah, I'll work on uploading it while you talk.
Okay, all right, that's great. All right, so that's totally fine. So I was going to, before I get into my slide, so what we did, we broke down our week into 3 parts, essentially. We did a video in the beginning of the week, a video in the middle of the week, and a video towards the end of the week. And our big thing that we've been doing here at St. John's is that every week with these videos from Playgroup, then Ashlyn's Cooking, now at the end of the week we've been doing a St. John's MFRC television show. So what the television show or episodes do is highlight things through PSC, through health promotions, through community, whatever it is, our military communities, our extended military community. We highlight something, either it's a minute to win it game, a challenge through PSP, a update from the Padre we're supposed to be getting this week, or whatever we can involve somebody from the community and the children that look forward to all the things that we've been doing online. So what I've been doing, as for my background in marketing, also graphic design and web and video, is that I've been getting everybody to send in photos and videos, and we put all of this into one. Okay, my slide is up there now as well. And leading into all of this was that we wanted to anchor everything around the television show. And the television show, all of these other things can be highlighted within that. So we have our ED at the beginning, and she explains everything else. And we kind of lead into all of the programs throughout it, and then, or highlighting it. And then at the end, we also tie in maybe a current event or something comedic at the end, just to keep it light. And since we're a new flame, we try to play up to it as much as we can. So that's excellent. The COVID creative communication. So this is something I created myself. Again, I'm the communications guy here. So how I create this was supposed to be my portion of the few minutes that we have, is I use the Adobe Suite and Canva Pro. I don't know if some people might have Canva free, and that's totally fine. And these are things that I keep for, or I adhere to for our brand guidelines, both through MFRC and our MFS. So Canva helps with the seamless dimension changes for all of the, say if you're doing not just Facebook like we are, but if you're doing Instagram or if you're doing something else. So, and also for the correct sizes for maybe if you wanted to do something into your calendar for your CAP Connection website. That's excellent for those things. So I use the Adobe Suite and Canva Pro for our video editing and all of our weekly graphics and everything else. So if you can slide down a little bit further, Jonathan, please. Oh, and I got control of this. Perfect. So thank you. the royalty-free graphics and images. So free stock images and graphic videos. I know that I've had a few questions from other MFRCs for what do I use for free stock images. I use Canva. There's a lot of other places you can get free images as well. And I use VicTV for graphics for something like you might see here. And Unsplash. And a tip is if you don't have paid programs like I am using right now, you can use free versions for royalty-free footage. And it kind of keeps you, or the people right now that are home, to make things look a lot more professional. I'm not trying to say if one thing is or if it's not professional, but what it is that when people are looking at us right now, because I set our graphics to a certain standard, everybody's looking at what I'm doing and they're kind of expecting it. And a lot of it is really easy to do because if you have a brand, your logos and all that kind of stuff, you can put it into something like Canva really easy and use free pictures through these programs really easily. And breaking it down to our email distribution list for me, as my side of things, for the communication side of things, I cut down our promotion through this time to just Facebook and an email distribution list. And through Facebook, and our Cast Connection site as well, I keep that updated. And we post videos. Videos are 70% more coverage. And we're military, and we notice that here in our community, people wake up super early here in our community. So 4:30 is when people started waking up, but 5 to 5:30 is when people are we see a huge uptick around that early in the morning. And we never post before 5:30, 6 o'clock, and we try not to post after 4 o'clock. So that's coming leading into our statistics. So I try to monitor statistics as much as I can. I use Facebook Insights, Google Analytics on a weekly basis to decipher what times are best for us to post. And again, 5:30 a.m. in the morning, 4 o'clock, for unforeseen circumstances. I say if the CAF website or Facebook page or website puts something out that's imperative or important, or there's a piece of news that's after that time, I can always post that at a little bit later. I try to keep on top of our stats as much as possible because, and if people aren't interested, I cancel it. Or I communicate to my coworkers, hey, this is not working out. We should probably do something different. So I always look at our statistics, not just the statistics on the bottom of our images, but when they're clicking and how they're clicking and how long they're staying on. So since March, our online engagement has really exploded. We only have 685 followers on our Facebook, and up until this time, we only really had about 600. But we're reaching about 10,000 people through our posts over a 4-week period, and we're averaging about 4,500 people for our videos, achieving approximately 8,000 views every 28 days for our videos, and about our online engagement, so people clicking, reading, liking, sharing, commenting, we're doing about 4,500 people, which to me is I think that's something to be proud of because I feel like we didn't expect this kind of thing. We were kind of shooting in the dark. We were hoping for the best, and we've really been doing a great thing because I feel like we've actually been getting our community members engaged. And we've been actually on a weekly basis, people thanking us, people saying this took my mind off of what's going on during this time. And we're actually getting people that normally wouldn't, say for instance it was a reserve, to actually look at what we're doing. So I don't mean to take any more time into our presentation. Sorry, I'm never seeing my coworker Jens. He probably could have done a little bit better. I just kind of threw some pictures at Jonathan right before I came on. And hopefully that might, if you have any questions, again, please email me. I'm on a comms Facebook group as well. If you ever had to ask any questions, email me. It's on our CAF Connection website, or look us up on our Facebook page and direct message me. I'm always on. So please, oh yeah, here we go. jmichael@jmfirsty@gmail.com. More than happy to help. And I'm sure that there's a couple great, right before I did my presentation, I made some notes that I would definitely like to incorporate in our side of things as well. So thank you so much, guys. Have a good day.
All right, excellent. Thank you very much, J. Michael. And by the way, for everyone, I'll not only make sure that you have access to this recording, but I'll upload the PowerPoint. Actually, I'll probably just make it into a PDF so it's easier to email to you guys, but I'll also make sure it's uploaded to the website so that you have access to all these images and some of these ideas, as well as everybody's emails here. So thank you so much to our 3 presenters. I know we went a bit over time, but there's so many good ideas out there that it's hard to keep within half an hour. So that's fantastic right across the country, how many things we've got going on. So I think we'll probably have another iteration of this in a few weeks, because I know there's plenty of other MFRCs with lots of cool ideas out there. And so hope to see you at the next one. And thanks again to all our presenters today. Have a great day.